Right, let's see if this one works. Yesterday I had the echo. Today I had no sound. So let's check before I get started that there's no echo and no sound. No sound. There's got to be an easier way to do this. All right, testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, testing, 1, 2, 3. I don't think there's an echo. I hope there's not an echo. I'm wondering if there's an echo. If anybody in the chat can tell me if there's an echo or not, I would appreciate it. Let me check on YouTube Live. Maybe it'll tell me there if there's an echo. Okay. Let's do this. Let me check on YouTube Live. Maybe it'll tell me there if there's an echo. I don't hear an echo. I think we're good. If there's an echo, let me know. Or if it sounds weird, let's do that. So, good evening, everyone. I'm streaming from my back deck today. It is nice out. I have stuff I need to sort out. You guys can hang out with me and my dogs. It'll be all good. So, the plan for tonight is hopefully that it won't rain. I don't think it's going to rain anymore. It's been raining on and off all day today. But the plan is to continue to work on my little granny square blanket, talk about work, talk about the dogs, and just chill out. So I pinned in the post that you'll probably see my two dogs coming and going. Cadbury is the all black one, and Karina is the pitty that's like gray and brindle and white and she's a bit of a mix. And the loudest chirp you hear in the background is my son's conure. Yeah, so I think let's get started on some crochet squares. So this is, if you were with me last night for that awful stream where there was the awful echo, you know that I've been working on a crocheted blanket for a while. I have a whole bunch of squares that I've already done, and I kind of, that's loud, I kind of have them all over the place right now. So I think I want to start condensing them into rows. I do have one full row completed, so it's 16 squares across. And I'm hoping that there's enough here of the right ones to complete the next row. And I ended up writing my pattern down last night because I was getting all kinds of moved up. So I know that this one starts with a tan granny, which is here. Tan granny. Right? I think so. See, I'm getting all goofed up now, just talking about it. Ah. Yeah. So what I need to do is figure out what's coming next. Now, I used to have like an actual map of the pattern with graphs and telling me which square starts, what's going next to what, but I can't find it because I have 85,000 notebooks in my house. So I'm trying to remember how it works. So my first row started with the blue star, which is, the blue sunburst, which is this one right here. And then this row is supposed to start with a tan granny, and then it's supposed to go tan granny, combo starburst. But I haven't tan granny. I think I wrote the pattern backwards. That's my problem. Tan granny, blue starburst, tan starburst, blue granny, combo granny. Yeah, I think I just did it backwards. That's the problem. So we've started at tan, blue, tan, blue, combo, tan, blue, tan. Now I need a blue, no, that's the start. So this is the side I'm working on, so it's going to go blue starburst. Oh, I think I need to go line things up again and figure it all out. And maybe I need to make a new graph. Okay. I'm going to run in the house, get my granny squares, and come back. And I'm also going to put on my YouTube live chat so I can make sure that if any of you guys are hanging out on the YouTube live, you get to see me. I'll be right back. Okay. So noisy. So here's the completed row. I got it all tied up. It's all fine. So it starts with a blue starburst, and then it goes to a tan granny, right? Yeah. Blue starburst, tan granny. So my next row, okay, I'm going to lay this down. My next row that I wanted does it go like this? No, it doesn't. It's not being very helpful. You guys can't even see what I'm looking at. Let's see if I can move this camera a bit. Does that work? Okay, let's see if I can hook you in. Thank God for Gorilla Pods. Oh, are we good? Okay. Can you see what I'm trying to sort out over here? I need to have it flow in the right direction. And I don't think I am. So this is my start, right? Yep. Okay. So this is right because it goes, you can see it's the diagonal like this. That's what I want. So the pattern I'm following right now is, right, let me write this down. Tan, circle, blue, circle, tan, granny, combo, circle, blue, granny. And then tan, blue, granny. Okay, right. I think I figured it out now. So let's wrap up the other one. Got an awful shot of my back. Oh, yay, fat rolls. Let's figure this out. Roll, roll, roll. Get them all back into where they belong. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna wrap this back up, and that can go to one side for now. Boom. Now we've got this baby. So after Tan Granny is the combo. So this is the next one. I'll put you guys back up so you can see the doggies, because sometimes they're more entertaining than me. Okay. Let me get over here. Is that working? I'm all a hot mess tonight. Okay. So this is the combo granny. So it's a starburst. I think it's called starburst or sunburst. This pattern right here with the standard granny border. That's what's going on with this one. So this is the next one in the pattern that I'm attaching here. So what I do is I do the right sides together, and I think it's called mattress stitch. Correct me if I'm wrong. I basically go in both back loops. So the loop that's closest to me and the loop that's farthest away from me is what I'm using to stitch through. And I've got, where's my yarn? I can't believe I left my yarn in the house. The yarn that I use to stitch everything together. Where is it? I thought I put a start. I'm just so unorganized today. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be back again. Oh, there's my... I lost my needle too. So there's my needle stuck in my computer. I'll be right back. Okay. I really hope that is the end of stream drama for today. Because after the day I've had at work, I don't want any more drama. Let's get a length of this cut open, cut up, and start stitching. There we go. Okay. So I have a regular old plastic darning needle. And I've got a gazillion of these downstairs in my basement because once upon a time, I bought crochet supplies wholesale and resold them under a white label. And I haven't done that in a number of years, but I still have a good chunk of stock down there. So maybe one day when I grow up, I will go through what I have left and decide to put it all back up on Amazon. That's what I used to do. And I turned over a pretty penny, but it just got to be too much work. And this was, after I had my son, before I started teaching again. So maybe one day. Who knows? All right, so I am knotting my first one on. And like I said, I'm just going to be going through the back loops of both of these with the right sides together. Did I do the right sides together? This is the right sides together. Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to be stitching down the line. Let's start on this side. Did I just loop everything around? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do this. And the nice thing about when I'm joining granny squares is that I feel like I can talk to you guys more because I'm not having to concentrate on a pattern that I keep forgetting what row I'm on or what number I'm on or what stitch I'm on, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to do I've just got a weird feeling. I'm going to do a double check of the sound because I'm not having to concentrate. That works there. Okay, we're good. Forgetting what row I'm on. Okay, I think we're good. I can stop worrying. Yeah, last night I streamed for like an hour and a half. Not super long, but I hadn't done a crochet stream in a while. And then I did a bunch of clips for it, and then I was listening to the clips before I went to bed last night, and it was all echoed. So I must have had a second mic on somewhere. Um, Ordinarily, I just stream through an old iPhone. That's what I have for my camera and my mic right now. And for some reason, I was getting an echo. So I don't know if my document camera has a mic attached. I don't think it does. Or for some reason, my phone was picking up something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I ended up scrapping that whole stream because it was garbage. It was not worth it. It was garbage. So I'm just chugging through these granny squares, joining them all together. You guys can get a cute view of Cadbury. So she's the black dog that you guys see right now. She'll probably hang out more because she's a bit of a shadow for me, whereas my other dog is more of a shadow with my wife. Um, so yeah, you guys can probably hear a lot of birds. I don't live in a completely wooded area, but enough to get lots of birds hanging out with me. um, I also live next to a main road, so you will hear cars quite a bit, probably motorcycles, the occasional fire truck. Um, so if you're kind of wondering what all of these outdoor noises are, I kind of like it. The only downside to streaming out here is that the signal isn't great. Like I've realized that if I want to stream out here, I need to move our little enhancer thing closer to this area. All right, so that is another one done. Tie that off. Give it a clip. Make sure I've got enough room. Kind of get short enough so I still have room to leave ends in. Okay. So tan granny. So now I need a blue granny. Yep, here's a blue granny. Right sides together. That's the right side. That's the right side. Okay. On to another one. My hope is that I can do one complete row of 16 and then attach this row of 16 to the other row of 16 that I have to make one mega row. There we go. Starting on it. Oh, that was really short. Start on another row. Okay. Oh, that's a really bad knot. What happened there? That's weird. I'll have to figure that out. Okay. Let's do it. Lots of birds out tonight. I can even hear the chipmunks. We're not too far from my shed, and I have chipmunks that live under my shed and in the stone wall surrounding my house, and they are quite fun to watch. Okay, so I want to pin post. And we're going to keep stitching. So work today was cool at the start of the day, not so cool at the end of the day. At the start of the day, we did a unified track and field meet for the students at my school, which is why I'm wearing this Special Olympics t-shirt. Originally, I was hoping to be more of a part of it, but with my own after-school schedule, it kind of conflicted with their practices. But I was still really impressed. I had one student that was part of the program, um, and she did really well. She enjoyed herself. She behaved. All of the kind of expectations that I'd had for her were fulfilled. My students that weren't taking part were still enjoying watching and being part of all of that. So that was a really awesome way to start my day. My aid day didn't end as well. I had some less than pleasant interactions with some folks. I had to, I don't want to say defend my students, but make sure that they were getting what they needed. And they know I will always stand up for them, even if it means having to have conversations that are difficult with people. So that's probably the best way to talk about that. Okay, another one done. Hi, puppy. You come to say hi? Hello. You come to say hi to the people? You look in there. That's the camera. Up there. Yeah. Good girl. Okay. You can't cuddle right now. I'm doing a stream and I'm doing some crochet. So you're gonna have to wait a little bit, okay? And you're being so good. Okay, so after combo blue, so now I need a tan circle. Here we go. Right sides together. I'm going to cut a piece of, I think I need to move this down a little bit. Because I feel like you guys are missing out on all the crochet action. Is that better? I think that's better. Okay. So I'm going to cut another length. And get to it. So after work, after school today, I had my last fiber art session of the school year. And it went relatively well. We made these little monsters with paper plates and yarn and googly eyes and stuff like that. And it went pretty well. I did have to have one student leave because of less than appropriate behavior. But all in all, it was really good. The kids had fun. I enjoyed it. So we're locking in and getting on another granny square. So like I said, this was a project I started in the wintertime. My big project this winter was a stitch sampler blanket, which you might see if when I stream at my desk. The blanket that I have on the back. Let me turn this a little. There we go. The blanket that I have in the back of my chair is the one that I made this summer. I mean, this winter. It's a stitch sampler, and I really enjoyed that. I liked how like things changed up every row. That was a fun project. And in between doing that, I started on this granny square blanket. Um, and I have no illusions that this granny square blanket is going to take me years to complete. Um, it's one of those projects that I will pick up and put down several times a year. And I'm doing it now because I'm kind of in between projects. I still plan on doing that Monstera. But after the struggle I had with the pattern last night, I need a break from it. I also want to do a Stardew Valley pattern. I'm thinking the little black guy Corbus. I think that's his name. That's his name. So I would like to do an amigurumi of him. I think I'm pretty much done with doing crochet for my classroom because more than likely the stuff that they would ask for would take me longer than we have left of school. We only have about 18, 19 more days. Yeah. All right. This is another square on. So yeah, I'm kind of in between ish projects right now. I need to kind of decide what I really want to do. But in the meantime, this is perfect. Blue circle. All right, do I have a blue circle left? Yes, I have one blue circle left. Okay, right sides together. Let me count how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. 16 per row. So I still have a few more. I'm hoping I have all of the squares that I need. I guess I could make what I need. I would just need to dig out the blue and I think it's called desert something or other. The variegated blue and tan and white one. These are all Red Heart Super Saver. Again, I am a cheap crocheter. I know Red Heart Super Saver isn't the best stuff in the world, but it gets the job done for what I need it to do. When I want something a little more luxury, a little nicer, yeah, I'll go with better yarn type. But all of the granny square blankets I have from my ancestors are all the rough acrylic because that's what they could afford. And this is what I can afford. I'm a teacher. Okay. Oh, somebody's spamming. Oh dear. Thank you, SentryBot. I appreciate your hard work. Mm. It is such a nice night out or evening. It's only 7:10 my time. It doesn't look like it'll rain this evening. So I think it's going to be all good. All right, that's another row done. Not another row, another square attached. Okay. You have the trim. All right, tan circle, blue circle, tan green. And I am out of tan greenies. Okay. So I need to make some. What do I have? I have a bunch of combos. I don't think I need to do combos for a while. So what I am going to do is some tan grannies and some, let's just do some tan grannies. We're not going to go overkill. So I think I'm going to pull up a standard granny pattern because even though I know how to do one, I still want it there just for emotional support. Go grab my crochet hook, come back, and we can get some granny crocheting going. Okay, so let's first get that granny square pattern. Now, is that what some of my other grannies look like? Not really. Sorry. Go away, computer. Basic granny square pattern. There we go. That looks perfect. Okay. Right, so I'm going to run inside and get my crochet hook, and then we'll start making some granny squares. Okay, let's get resituated here. Make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. So, granny square time. You guys are going to see my neck rolls. I'm sorry. So, I'm working with a 5mm hook. I like these ones that have the silicone, the Clover knockoffs. Again, this is part of the stuff that I used to sell. Okay. Let me get my pattern up. Chain 5. Join with a slip stitch. 4, 5. And join with a slip stitch. Okay. Chain 3. 2 double crochets. Chain 2. 3 double crochets. 1, 2. Oops. Oh, that's being a bit sticky. What's going on? 3. Chain 2. 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. chain 2, 1, 2, 3, chain 2 and a slip stitch into the top. 1, 2, 3, there's the top. All right, first round. Done. What do you guys think so far? Pretty good, eh? Okay. Sorry, I'm just readjusting my pattern so I can see what's going on there. Readjusting my pattern so I can better see what's going on the screen. No, I don't want to ask Gemini. Stop. Hey, goodies. Alright, let's move you over here. Slip stitch into the next space. Okay. Chain 3. Double crochet. Times 2. Chain 2. 3 double crochets. So this is our first quarter done. Let me know if you guys would appreciate more of a how-to style video rather than just a me doing my thing video. I think that would be interesting to do one day. Okay, can you make it a little bit smaller than window? Sorry. Why aren't you going this way? Okay, I'll shoot that way. Alright, first corner done. Chain 1. And then we're making another corner. 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, baby, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's another corner done. 1, 2, 3, chain 1. So I mentioned before that I have granny square blankets from my, I guess, ancestors would be the best way. My grandfather's aunt, grandfather's aunt or grandfather's sister, maybe it was sister. My grandfather's sister would crochet a lot, and I have this really awesome wave pattern blanket that's in all different colors of brown. And I think my brothers have some of the old granny square ones that were just obviously made from like scrap yarn because it's just this really random colorway with black borders. And I'm sure my other brothers have more of it because there were a number of blankets that when my grandmother had died, we took possession of. All right, we are done with the next round. So this is 2 rounds of a crochet granny square. How many rounds are mine? 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. And this is 2 rounds. Okay. 2 more rounds to go. So here we are, 2 rounds in. We're going to do a third round. Slip stitch to the next chain space, or next corner, sorry. Chain 3, 2 doubles, two chains, 3 doubles. And that will be our first corner done on this next round. Okay. Chain 1, 3 into the next space. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Cadbury. What's up, baby? Wanna come say hi? Wanna come say hi to the people? You can't stay there. I need my lap to crochet. You can't stay there, big girl. You mommy's baby. You mama's baby. Yeah, you are. Okay. You're good. You're good. Can you get down so I can keep going? Get down. Down, please. Good girl. Thank you. Okay. Back into the corner. Right, so we are in another corner. So 3 double crochets, 2 chains, 3 double crochets. 2 chains. Oh, I can hear a train. Can you? I don't know if it's picking it up on there. Let me know if the audio is garbage, by the way. Like, I'm really paranoid that you guys are getting an echo. No one said anything, so I don't think I do have an echo, but anyway. All right, that corner is done. Next middle section. So I am working on some standard granny squares to be part of the blanket I'm going to be making for the next several years. I do know crochet granny squares off the top of my head, but I'm using a pattern from, it looks like crochet365knit2.com if you're looking for a standard granny square pattern. Okay. Did I do 2 chains? I did do 2 chains. Let's get back into this corner. 1, 2, 3. Has anybody seen the season finale of Testaments yet? I have not, so please don't spoil. But I kind of have predictions of what might happen. I'm almost certain that Agnes will find out who she really is, or who her mother really is. I don't know if we'll figure out who Daisy is, because it's not like in the books she's Nicole, but apparently this is different. Like, it's not like the books. So, all right, we're in our last corner. Two chains. And oh, that's not a double crochet, Sarah. One. Okay, back to this. Two. Sorry, I'm just trying to make some clips every once in a while. Three. I need more content. All right, we are on our last set of three for this round. Chain one, and in the top of the other chain. One, two, three. Okay. And then once again, you slip stitch into the corner. Chain three. Two double crochets. Chain two. Three double crochets. Because that first chain three counts as a double crochet. Goodness, that dog needs attention. All right, another set of three doubles. Oof. Sorry, my arm's getting a bit crampy, so I'm just taking a second. What if I turned around like this? Is this an issue for you guys? It might be. Can you see this better? Yeah, I think you can. So let's do it this way. Right, three double crochets. One is done. Two, three. We'll chain one and then some more double crochets. One, two, three, and chain one. Okay. All right, we're back in a corner. So we're going to do a set of three doubles, two chains, and then another set of three doubles, all in the same corner. Sorry if I keep looking back. That's where my computer is that I'm seeing the chat on. So I probably should relocate that computer. I wonder if I can just pop it right there. I don't know. I think it's fine for now. If anybody has any complaints, let me know. All right, we are back in the middle sections. So another set of three double crochets, and then a chain one. Another set of three double crochets. And then a chain one. And we're back into the third corner. I think I am going to move my computer. One second. Here we go. That's a little better. Now I feel like I can face you guys and still keep an eye on the chat. I'm not too worried. I've got bots that handle moderation at this point. But sometimes I need some attention. So in the corner, three double crochets, two chains, three more double crochets. You know, somebody had asked me a while ago how long it takes me to do a standard granny square, and I said about 15, 20 minutes, but this one hasn't taken me very long at all. And I don't know why. Like, I just seem to be in a bit of a flow state right now with this stuff. One, two, three. What I might do is change over my Facebook Live, my YouTube Live to a Facebook Live. I don't know. It's all good. Very indecisive this evening. Go back in another corner. One, two, three. Chain two. And another two. Two, three. Okay. Almost in the home stretch, and then this square will be done. I wonder how long it took me. I'll have to go back and check to see how fast I can make. That would be a good stream idea. How many granny squares can I get done in a 1 hour stream? I think that's a really good idea. I'm going to write that down. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of this Facebook Live that I have on here. And I'm going to open up my Facebook and do a Facebook Live. Mm. All right. I got to figure out a better way to rotate your phone. You can't rotate while you're recording. Okay. Sorry. Where can I put this? This is so bizarre. Maybe I won't. I'll finish. Finish. And, okay. Sorry, Twitch people. You're just seeing me hang out in the corner. Okay. All right, let's do this. I'm on my deck. I'm crocheting. I'm just hanging out. I've got my Twitch stream going, and I'm trying to keep an eye on that chat. And I decided to swap my YouTube Live for a Facebook Live. So I've just spent a good, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes doing a granny square, and I just finished it. So that's the plan for a little next little while, is to just work on some granny squares. And where did I put my scissors? I found you. All right, so that one is done. Get that snipped. All right, one down. Don't know how many more to go. What do you think? All right, let's get another one going. So this is for a granny square blanket that I'd started this past summer and worked on it for a good long time, and then set it to one side. No, this winter, and then set it to one side. And now I'm kind of in between-ish projects, so I figure I'd give it some attention and love. I can do granny squares from memory, but I always do have a pattern up just in case. But yeah, so I'm just hanging out. 2, 3. Oh, no, I don't want 3, I want 2. Okay. So it's about, what time is it? 7:30-ish, my time. The traffic on the road has started to slow down. So hopefully you won't hear as many honking horns or racing motorcycles. But I figured while I had my Twitch stream going, I'd throw up the Facebook. 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3. One more set of 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and a 1. All right, slip stitch into the top, slip stitch across. I'm so glad this weather is finally turning. We had a unified track meet from my students at work today, and it was a bit too sunny for me, but everyone else really enjoyed it. 2, 3. This is an awful way to. I need a better tripod thing for my other phone. What did I just do? Ah! Okay, chain 3, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 1, and another set of 3. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. That's another quarter done. One, 2, 3. So much for the quiet cars, eh? Sometimes I do wish I lived not quite on the main road, but I still appreciate my home. Yeah, so I think that idea of the challenge of how many granny squares can you complete in an hour might be a good one. So maybe that'll be my next stream. Although tomorrow, see, I'm not sure if I should crochet stream tomorrow or if I should do another Stardew Valley stream or if I should do a no talking Stardew. Got a lot of things in the brain that I want to do, but it's all still a learning curve for me. Oh, school bus. Little Compton. I wonder. I'm thinking there must be a game or something tonight. 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch into the top. Where's my top? 2, 3, right there. And then slip stitch to the corner. I want to move this phone, but I don't know what's the best way to do that. I definitely need it up against something. Okay. Oh, sorry for my back. I'm just trying to adjust things so both cameras can see me pretty well. So now Twitch is getting the chest shot, and Facebook's got like the corner of my head. All right, so we've done 2 rows of granny square, 2 rows of granny square. We got another 2 more rows to go, and then this one will be done. But I gotta get over to that corner first. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that whole Facebook situation wasn't working out because you could see the top of my head. I need to get another gorilla pod at some point. But 1, 2, 3. There we go. So what do you guys think about a Stardew Valley pattern? Like I've seen patterns for Corvus, which is what I think I want to do. I've seen patterns for a couple of different types of Junos, which is probably easy to do because they're just balls. Um, I've seen a lot of cute, like, granny square blankets that are the motifs of the different characters and animals and things like that. And Stardew Valley lends itself really well to crochet because it's pixelated. It's got that purposeful, pixelated kind of thing. So I don't know. I'm still kind of up in the air about what I want to do. I have plenty of black yarn, so Corbus might be a good idea. And I'm probably saying his name wrong. The little black demon monster guy that you can have live with you as like a spouse, who's very adorable. So I'm thinking that'll probably be my next one. I'll have to find a pattern and get him started. I've got black Red Heart Super Saver. I've got White Heart Super Saver, so that's fine. I've got plenty of polyfill. I wouldn't need to buy anything other than potentially a pattern. And, even that, I could probably find a free one. Um, I'm sure there's some on Ravelry. I'm sure there's some on Etsy. So I'll have to have a look around. Or if you guys know of any really cute Corbus patterns, send them my way. Like, I don't mind paying for patterns at all because they're usually rather inexpensive, and I'd rather give money to folks like me who just appreciate the whole vibe, and rather than some AI pattern that somebody just plugged in and popped up on Etsy. I swear that's what's gone on with that Monstera that I'm working on, that it's an AI pattern. And I was just an idiot for paying $3.10 for it. So I could do that. I have done a Stardew chicken It didn't quite come out as well as I wanted it to, so I might do a different pattern for Stardew Chicken. I did a blue one too. It was kind of cute. It's living in my classroom right now. My my students use it to play chicken ball, which is like basketball, but instead of basketball, they use my chicken in one of my milk crates that's in my classroom. So if anybody sees any cute Corvus patterns, please, please, please send them my way. But I think what I'm going to do is finish this granny and then go chill out for the night. I've had a difficult day at work. I contemplated not streaming, but I thought, you know what? It's going to make me feel better. I'm going to go, I'm going to stream for an hour and a half, whatever, and just enjoy it. And you know what? I might do a Stardew stream tomorrow because I enjoy it and I want to play some Stardew. Okay. So this will be the last round for this specific granny square. So I was able to do 2 granny squares. I don't think it took me very long. But I'm definitely up for that challenge. I would need a counter though. I would really need a counter for my screen. Like either a countdown timer or something that counts the number of squares I've done. Something like that. So I guess that's another thing to research, thing to find. Oh, and Miss Cadbury's back. Hi, sweetheart. Yep, we're gonna go to bed soon. I know. It's past her bedtime. She's like, Mom, let's go. Let's go lay down in the bedroom. You can give me pets while we cuddle. But I don't have too much left, cats. I've got like 2 sides left. And then we can chill. I'm glad I got this tonight. I'm glad we're doing granny squares. I'm glad I'm able to sit outside for a little bit. I just like the vibe. Sorry, my screen went to sleep for a second. 2, 3. I can see puppy feet in the background. I think she's just going to wait for me. It's not going to be very long. We can cuddle and watch some true crime shows on YouTube and fall asleep. So as I round this last side, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I'm still a relatively new streamer, still trying to build up all of those things. So if you could help me with a follow, if you're on Twitch, or subscribe if you're on YouTube, it really, really would help. Like, I'm not one of those streamers with 2,000 where a single stream, a single subscriber, or a single or would it make a difference? It does for me at this point in my streaming life. You are valuable, and I appreciate you. We've got 2 more stitches to go, and then a slip stitch, and then we are done. Here we go. Slip stitch, and we are done. Here we go, guys. Another gray square for my blanket. Looks pretty good. That's the wrong side. Here's the right side. There you go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Hopefully, I will see some of you guys tomorrow during my Stardew stream. I think I am going to stream Stardew tomorrow. Um, so we can do that tomorrow night. Have a good Friday night together and just hang out. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good evening.